We are going to start sanding the cabinet. I got all my tracings are done. I didn't show you, I didn't video any of the tracings because you've seen me do tracings before and you've seen me do them on the play field, so I didn't think you really wanted to watch me do it again. Now when I start doing the cutouts, the stencils, I'll probably show you some of that, but not a whole lot either. But what we're doing today is we got to get this cabinet all stripped down. It's about 55, almost 60 degrees today. So I run everything outside and we're going to work outside. That way I don't have all the dust on the inside of the garage all over everything. It's nice, the wind's blowing that way, so it's away from the door. I have the other door shut. Yeah, that's good. We're in good shape. As you can see, I already stripped the cabinet down, took all the corn door off. I took the rails off of it, everything. Whole inside's gutted. It just needs cleaned in the inside, but figure it's going to get full of dust right now, and then I can run the vacuum in it and get it cleaned up. But everything's out of the inside of the cabinet as well. So we're going to strip both sides of this and the face and start getting it ready for paint. Because tomorrow it's only supposed to be about 24. And then back into the 40s, and then we get some 50s again next week. So maybe I can have this all ready and we can run it out here in the parking lot and squirt some white on it and get it ready for our stencils. So what we're going to do is I am going to set you up and you get to watch, and I'm going to sand and strip. Okay, I'm going to start out with 80 grit. I have you set up in the garage to kind of keep my camera out of the sun as much as possible because that sun's really warm. I'm going to need a little overrest. But starting out with 80, like I said, and this is the worst part of it. This is the worst area, is up front towards the corn door. It's really, really rough. Now, How about your sand to yourself? For one thing, what's the dark gray? All right. Used up all my light gray. I had a can with about that much at the bottom. So I just finished it off in the dark gray. But I bet you what else you're saying to yourself is, I bet you he didn't sand or do nothing to the bottom. Ha. Yep, I did. I sanded it. And now she's primed. And now I can start sanding on it and doing some filling. And a lot of work to do as far as filling wise goes. Now, I'm pressing along the bottom to the side or the other side. I think it's the other side. So we got a really ignorant area right here, right around the leg. But yeah, there's a piece that came off. But it's great. Primed. Did the top, even though I got some work to do here. I need to squeeze it, put some glue in there, squeeze that back together, and then our neck goes on here too, so you're not going to see much of that top there. But now let me get this, take it back in the garage. It's already starting to cool off out here. So I need to get that in and get the door closed so I can keep some of the heat in. All right. Alright, folks. Hope it's not too windy out here. But there's our base. We have us a nice white cabinet. Wasn't too worried about getting any runs on it because I wanted a heavy coat. There's one right there. And I think I got one here. But I wanted a heavy coat on it. Yeah, because it's cold. So when I wet sand it, I don't go through it. Because I got to wet sand it to put color on it. But that's our base coat. I'll let it sit and cure for a little while before I start working on color on it. After I painted it, I wet sanded this down. I wet sanded it with 1000 grit. And I kind of rushed yesterday to get the blue on because that was my best day to paint outside. It was about 60 degrees and partly sunny, so, and now you can see it is about 48 and raining today. So I hurried up yesterday. I got everything all ready, got my stencil all put down, and I put the blue on it. Blue turned out really good. I got one little spot here I need to wet sand out. That was where I didn't have tape on where my two pieces of Bristol board came together. I didn't notice it. But, you know, that's what happens. That's fine. We can get that cleaned up. There's a little bit of cleanup here and there. You know, when I wet sand the blue, it'll clean up my lines. There's some fuzziness around some of my lines. That'll clean out when I wet sand it. But so far, blue looks good. I didn't do too bad of a job getting it cut out. Now I am getting ready to start working on the red. We need to get our red stencil done because I think it's supposed to snow tomorrow, and then Monday it'll start back in the 50s, and I think by Tuesday or Wednesday I can get outside and put my red on this side. And then once I'll let it set up, cure real good, and then I can flip it over and paint the other side, get the stenciling done on the other side. And then once the two sides are done, the face around the coin door, you know, it's not very hard. There's only like two little pieces. That one got ripped. But I don't care because once I put it on Bristol board, you'll never even know that my tracing was ripped. Just a few little things on the front, but we'll get them put on. But so far, yeah. So I'm gonna do some cutout here and start getting my stencil ready for the red. So when it does get warm enough, we're ready to put some red to it and get this side finished up as far as the red goes. And then once I get both sides done and the front done, then we'll take it out. I'll wet sand it, we'll take it out, and then we're going to clear coat it just to protect what I have done. So let's have some fun and let's cut out another stencil. I'm trying to use a straight edge as much as I can. Just kind of gives me a little better lines. Freehanding, it's tough with a X-Acto knife. Definitely have to make sure that your blade is straight. What happens is you'll start cutting and you'll turn, and you're kind of cutting on an angle, and that's when you start losing, fine lines. You want to cut straight down through, I guess. Just things that I have learned by doing these, and I catch myself when I'm freehand cutting. Turning my blade. Oop. Haven't been turning the camera on much while I'm working on stencils and getting that the first color on, because I wanted to get some of it done. You know, after a while your hand gets a little, I get cramped up and I stop a lot. So, you know, I just wanted to get a bunch of it done. Kind of get a good head start on it, I guess. This is the inside of the guitar. That's what we're doing now. And no, that's the inside of the trumpet, sorry. If you don't mind a little work, you can cut out your own stencils. You know, a lot of this you have to because nobody has made cabinet stencils for a lot of this stuff. So you have to do them yourself, which I kind of enjoy. And clean up lines after. Well, no. After you get it all cut out, you can clean up some lines. I try not to pull the corners. I try and cut them. Because when you pull them, you'll leave a little fuzz in that corner. And you may not think it'll show up, but it does when you're painting. Spray painting is very unforgiving. And there's a neighbor's cat. Call him the Howler Monkey. That's all he does. Comes over here and walks around and cries and howls. I don't know what you think he's going to do, my little female girl. She stayed. It's either the neighbor's cat or it's a stray, a drop off. We get a lot of that down here. And everybody kind of feeds them. Takes care of it. We even have some people that take them in and get them spayed or neutered. Dude. Oh, come on. Where you at? Alright, take a quick break. Get the crap out of my hand and have a slug of coffee. Okay. You get to listen to the rain. Oops. Oh, you good? Oh, it's nice to have a blade in your knife. Let's see, where did I leave off over here? Yeah, I need to do that. Yeah, I know, you won't be able to see some of this, but I do, because I'm all over the place. Alright, where did I? Oops, over here. Right there. Found it. Sweating my two mats. I use these plastic craft mats for cutting on. They work out really good. Hard part is when you run out of room. When you're doing a cabinet stencil, you don't have anything long enough. Okay, let's. Yeah, spray paint is very unforgiving. It will flow into every nook and cranny and show every fuzz. If you have a spot where you stopped and started and you have a little crescent hanging off of it, you gotta clean that up or it'll show it. What I'm trying to do is as much as I can in one fluid motion. That way you don't start and stop. When you do start and stop, you gotta really pay attention as to where you put your knife back in. So you don't have one of those little pieces of Bristol board hanging off of it. unfortunately, you have to stop. Get in kind of position. And I think I have a problem in here. Alright, I'll get red around the get box. Cool. Alright, this is our little beauty's luscious lips here. You can see, you know, the tracing's really crappy down through here, around her bottom lip, because my pencil kept falling in the cracks in the paint. So now we have to see if we can't adjust it. See if we can't adjust it to make it look better than, you know, jagged. And this is the time to do it, is when you're cutting out, if you can. Because if you don't, if you cut it out the way it is, you're stuck with it the way it is. And so we need to kind of round her lips, her bottom lip off, without any lines. Like I said, I hate starting and stopping, but if I'm out of position, I have to. Yeah. Tight circles are the worst to try and cut out and get looking really good. Slow arcs are okay. You can maneuver around. You can get my knife right down in the same split and cut. Oh, come on. But slow arcs are easy. You know, they're not bad. And then that one didn't get cut very good because it's a real tight circle. There. Now she's going to have some pretty lips. Alright, I gotta do some adjustment. I gotta move everything down and down onto my cutting boards, and I need one more piece of bristol board under it, and then we can finish up our stencil. Alright, I got straight lines out, but I don't think that was too exciting. We'll see how this goes. Make sure if you're in the way, I'm gonna have to shut it off and move around so I can get at everything on this. Bad thing about it is this is the only piece here that holds the saxophone on. So I have to make sure that we get a good cut. We don't want to have to redo. Still can't get around. Man, just out of position. Alright, now our stencil's all cut out. Let's lay up on her and see how we did. Messed up a little bit here when I did the blue. The rest of it looks good. That'll be in the blue there, that'll be good. And it'll all come apparent once we get the red on. This is part of just a kind of a red area for her. This is her hair, some red hair. Oh my god. Yeah. And her luscious lips. Here. I do believe we are in good shape. That's going to turn out good too. Alright, now we're that far along. I'm going to contemplate whether I should just go ahead and heat the surface of my cabinet and paint the red in here. I hate to, I hate having all the overspray, but I need to get this going a little bit further along, so I think I'm going to go and eat lunch and decide whether I'm going to just come out and get this all ready and get some red on it. Alright, there's our red. Didn't come out too bad. A couple dry spots here. A couple spots where I got a little heavy with my red. Started to want to bleed through a little bit. That's alright there. That one's good. That's the one that we had to paint over blue. That's the only spot that had to be painted over blue. And there's those luscious lips. And a little off here and there. You know, kind of didn't get my cutouts exactly the way they should have been, but I think it looks good. What do you think? Alright, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed the first two colors of our cabinet restoration. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And I hope to see you on the next one. And don't forget to hit the like button. And I will bring you more of this content. We still have the other side to do. I'll probably just do the other side and get it done without doing any video. And I might do some videos on the other side and around the coin door. But we'll see. See how I feel and if I'm in the mood of turning the camera on. So I hope to see you on the next one, and don't forget about my affiliate links in the description along with my store. We have, if you want to help this channel out by buying merchandise, we have sweatshirts, t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, and other assorted items on the store. So until next time, everybody take care. See ya.